Welcome back to our framing of our Plan Set 1 project. We used that starting project, the first two videos where we created the foundation and the plot, and we hid everything else, and we're reconstructing the shed just like we would be framing it outside. So far we have put in our front door, we put up all of our generic walls, and now in this episode we're going to put in our window there in the back. It's a large 4 foot by 8 foot or 4 foot by 5 foot window. So I'm simply going to take my tape measure and start marking out those measurements. So find our center point, which is our 6 feet, as our overall width is 12 feet. So that is the center of our window. Our window is 4 feet wide, so we're going to go 2 feet to each side. When you're putting in the top and bottoms of windows, you're just given a 4 foot by 5 foot window. Always, or almost always, your window is going to go up to 6 foot 8. There are other situations where they might not, but in general, that is going to be a starting point, unless you have huge 10 foot walls or anything like that. So that is our starting point, and then we'll come in here and we'll go down from that 6 foot 8 mark 5 feet, and that is our window. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this center line, and there is our window. So just like before, I'm actually going to take this header over here, grab it from that corner, hit Control, and we'll bring it over and place it right there. I'm then going to grab this corner, hit Control with the Move tool, and bring it over here to place it on the right side of that line. These are our jack studs, and our header is going to go across there. Use your selection bar or your space bar in order to bring up your selection tool. Bring up the Move tool again, and we're going to copy this and move this over there for our king stud. Yes, we have a little gap there, but we can't simply move this one because then this space will be wider than 16 inches. Over here, we're going to do the very same thing. And there is our king stud for that. We can take our header, hit Control, bring that over here. It is a group, but make sure that it is a group. If it's a component, make sure that you click on Make It Unique, which should be around here, because we don't want for this to change this. So I'm going to edit group, close this in, and I'm going to bring this over here. Hover over that line to inference that, and there is our header. At this point, I can get rid of these guides. I don't need them anymore. We do need so this is where our cripple studs at the very bottom is going to be. And actually, I do need that bottom mark right there. So we're going to take this one. We're going to make it unique. We're going to edit component. We're going to push pull. Should be able to hover over the top of it. We're going to bring that down, hover over that bottom guide, And then from that bottom guide, we're going to bring this down another 1.5 inches. Here, we're going to take this one. We're going to make a copy and put it here. We're going to put a copy right here. And then we're going to put a copy where the other studs are. Once those are there, I can delete that one and I can delete that one. Now we got to put our window sill in. So we're going to put that right there and bring this up 1.5. So that's why we brought those down another 1.5 inches. I'm going to triple click on that, and I'm simply going to make it a group because we only have one. Again, if this was a larger house or anything like that, then we could turn all of this into a component and reuse this, especially if it was like a regular window where we had multiple of them throughout the house. We could simply just take all of that and place it in there. Here I forgot the very top, so I'm going to mark really quick those places. I'm going to reuse our components over here. So take one of those and place it wherever you had marked your studs, wherever that might be. Just like the bottom in our door, we do need a stud on each end. And there is our 4-foot by 5-foot window. The only modification to walls that we have left is we need to place in our little closet, which is going to cause us to have to change this front wall and this side wall. If we take our tape measure, the center of the wall is 3 feet from the front edge. So I'm going to take my tape measure, go from the very front and go 3 feet, and that is going to be our center line. I want to take one of our studs, hit Control, and we're going to bring this out a little bit. We're then going to rotate this one. I want to find the midpoint. And place it there. Well, here actually we'll find the midpoint there, hover it right there, and then we can simply just bring this along that green axis or that red axis to the front. We do need to sandwich this board on each side. So because there's not enough space for a 2x4 there, I'm going to bring this over here and then make a copy of this one and put it beside it. We'll then make a copy of this one and place that right there. Take my tape measure and we'll put it in a guide right there and a guide right there, simply to help me draw our base plate. So this is going to go out 2 feet. And we know that it's not in the blueprint, but we do know that our countertops are all 2 feet deep. And so our closet is flush with those countertops. So that is going to be that base plate. So let's go ahead and make that a component, as we will use that for the bottom of the top plates. To fix up this part of the wall, simply make a copy of that component, bring it over, make a copy again. We're going to move it 16 inches, and that's it. We don't need to kind of do any more with it. Let's make a copy of another one and place it right there. And I want to take one of these and move it over here to this other side, because again, this is a corner. Select this bottom base plate, make a copy, and we'll place that there. Let's go ahead and make another copy of this one, bring it up. I do want to make this one unique, and we're going to go ahead and create two guides going across there. I need to make that one unique. We're going to right click, edit component. We need to cut this one, cut that little section out. Bring that down, we'll go ahead and delete that. Go into this component and bring that out this way. This is a similar setup to our corners where we overlap all of our stuff to help bring all of those walls in. And I forgot, didn't make a copy of that. There we go. So that is that part of the wall. In our next episode, we will finish up that front part. It's this very, very small door, so we're having to, I'm going to go by off of what the blueprint says, and we'll get that working. We'll do the very same thing we did here, over here on this wall, where our door's going to be, and then we'll start putting in our roof. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more episodes in this playlist.